Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Kingdom Rush episode 2 on hard mode, and before I actually go and start the video, I want to go over a couple things that I'm going to go over in basically every single video. I'm going to go over the upgrades really fast, I'm going to go over my hero upgrades every single time, and then I'm going to start the game. So first of all, I have the upgrades. These are what you spend your stars on. You get 3 stars every time you go up a level, or at least if you get good on the level. And what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is actually upgrade all these meteor shower upgrades. They are by far my favorite upgrades. I love using the meteor shower. It's super duper effective if you know how to use it. Next thing to do is the hero room. I use Ulrich. You can use on any of the other guys if you want. Spend some money. They're probably a lot better than Ulrich, but I know I'm just playing for skill. I'm not really playing for winning with money. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. If you want to get Sand Warriors for Ulrich, they are pretty darn awesome. Sandhawk, Hamlet, let's get started. So we have level 2 towers available on this map. This is going to be a lot more strategic than the last game because we at least get to upgrade to 2 towers. Once you get a little bit, it gets more strategic as things go on, but hard mode is just difficult overall. So you guys are going to have a little bit of problems with some of the parts of this map. So the main problem is actually the Dune Raiders. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of random magic towers along with a bunch of archer towers. What you want to do is get at least 1 militia tower. We're probably going to get the militia tower right here, and then another archer tower right there. So that's a really good start. We spent all of our gold as well, which is definitely a good thing. First thing you want to do is, of course, use all of your reinforcements right away and get your hero going. Get your hero to start attacking people, and he'll get more experience and it'll allow you to get even further. So now I have Ulrich up here. He's also got a Sand Warrior, which means you don't need to put him right next to the people for him to actually attack and get some experience. Now, I'm going to explain the reinforcements probably quite a few times throughout this entire series, but I want people to understand this. I think people definitely use reinforcements wrong, and that's one of the main ways that people actually have problems with beating some of these levels. So, the way to use reinforcements is to not use them in the front all the time. What you want to do is use reinforcement in the middle of the groups of guys. The reason why you're going to do that is because you're going to stall some of the random groups of down to the guys in the middle. It's going to allow all of your towers to attack pretty much all throughout the map, instead of all of your towers sort of near the entrances all attacking, instead of all the guys spread out throughout the entire map, like all the towers back here wouldn't attack if that happened. So we already killed 500 enemies. That's pretty freaking sweet. Let's get some more reinforcements over here, and as well, along with that, what we can do, guys, is since we have kind of a couple guys stalled right here, let's just use our Rain of Fire. Now, Rain of Fire is not really that effective just yet, but it will be more effective the farther we get. So now I'm just going to wait until we kill a few of these guys before I actually send out my next wave. I don't want these guys to overwhelm me too much. Of course, like I said, get your reinforcements up and start getting a couple upgrades for your archer towers. Low-level archer tower upgrades are pretty important. I mean, you don't want to go with too many zeros, just 0 upgraded archer towers. You want to start upgrading a few of them. So anyways, we waited just long enough, and now we killed everybody. And now everybody that starts coming in, we can get all of our towers attacking all at once. It's going to be freaking sweet. So I'm going to try and stall these Dune Raiders as much as possible. That's definitely what you want to do with those Dune Raiders. I can also use Ulrich to actually help me stall all of these guys pretty effectively. They're coming from every single area, so that's, you know, not a huge problem or anything like that, but, oh man, what the heck is this thing? I have no idea what this thing is. I kind of want to put, like, reinforcements there or something. I really don't know what that does, but that's okay. So anyways, I'm just going to keep I'm going to need to get a Mage Tower actually in the back here. Those Dune Raiders are actually going to get pretty darn far if I don't use a Mage Tower. So, let's actually stall these guys as much as possible, and I will use my Meteor Shower right on those guys right there, right in the middle, so it'll allow all my towers to attack, and instead of just like random 1 or 2. So if we stall these Dune Raiders, we should be able to kill them with my few last magic towers in the back there. And look at that, pretty darn epic. Those guys have like no health, but we did end up killing them. Oh no, one actually got through. Sadly enough, that's okay. We'll actually defend pretty much the entire time without losing any lives. So, we kind of waited a little bit too long, and what you want to do next is, versus wolves, you have to get a lot of reinforcements. Get a lot of militia, use your reinforcements well, and you will be okay. You also want to use quite a few archer towers against these guys. Some of the other wolves are actually kind of strong. These guys are really not that bad, but your archer towers actually miss a lot. So because your archer towers miss a lot, they can be slight problems. But we're taking out the wolves right now pretty easily, but once they get in congruence or get like a lot of random guys along with the wolves, some guys can tank the damage and some of the wolves can just run right through your entire defense. Anyways, we got our reinforcements up. I'm not worried about the wolves too much. Let's just send out the next wave pretty much right away. I do have these 2 militia guys pretty much upgraded a little bit, and I have 6 of them. So if any wolves do get kind of far over there, I shouldn't be having too many problems. Anyways, I'm gonna get another mage tower over here. I feel like mage towers are kind of important because those dune raiders and stuff are actually getting kind of far. So we have 5 of these guys right here. I'm just gonna rain of fire all of them. I did a little bit of damage to pretty much all of them. That's gonna help me out a lot in the kind of in the back here, where all of my all my guys are just gonna kind of line up right here, where I have all of these militia upgrades. Anyways, time to send out the next guys. I know we're sending them out kind of early, but that's totally fine. We're getting the extra gold. It's going to help us out a little bit more for the later game. So now what I'm going to do is we're on wave 6 out of 8. So I'm probably not going to send out too many more waves early because the gold is just not worth it once you get this far. But what I can do is just keep upgrading my archer towers. Use your reinforcements, like I said, in the middle of guys. It's going to help stall those random guys and just help them, help your other towers do some extra damage to everybody all across the entire map. Bombard towers are really not that important for these levels. I mean, you might think like, oh, they're going to be amazing because of all these guys all in one spot. Not really. Not really. I mean, that was an okay rain of fire, but I'm kind of just used to using my rain of fire and having a residual rain of fire on the ground, and I don't have that yet. So next thing I want to do is actually start getting one more upgrade for this militia, and then just upgrade all of my archer towers. Because there's a lot of wolves coming in here. These wolves are not that hard to kill, but because there's so many of them, they can just dodge a lot of your arrows and actually run through your entire defense, especially with the Dune Raider tanking all the damage that I could be using to kill all those wolves. So I'm also going to get some mage upgrades in the back here. That should stop any of these random wolves that are actually starting to get through. The good thing about the magic is they're almost never going to miss the wolves, while the archer towers do miss the wolves kind of often. Send out the next wave, and we're already on wave 8. Because we killed all those guys, I was able to send out that wave a little bit early, and use your reinforcements to block some of those random wolves. We had a huge pack of wolves running at us all at once. Kinda scary. Ulrich is just being a boss right now. He's just killing all these guys, he's stalling guys, he's using the sand warriors, and now I'm just going to use my rain of fire right here on like all of these guys all at once. Did a lot of damage to them. We didn't do full damage, which is kind of sad. That's okay at the same time. Make sure you get all of your ranger towers completely upgraded. I pretty much don't have enough towers to upgrade right now in the back. I have a bunch of towers up in the front that, oh man, look at all these wolves coming in here. Luckily enough, I have all my magic towers up there that did not miss at all. It was completely perfect. We killed all those wolves, and we can just upgrade anything that we need to, but we don't need to because guess what? We're going to kill everybody. So we did lose a life. We lost it to one of these Dune Warriors. I think the best way to deal with those guys is maybe use your reinforcements just a little bit better, maybe upgrade another magic tower instead. But overall, this was not a bad guide whatsoever. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, please press like. If you didn't like it, comment and tell me why, and I'll try and help you out for the next time. And that's all I got for today, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, and have a great one.